Hot Springs Village Inside Out is a closer look at the largest gated community in North America, spanning 26,000 acres in the Ouachita Mountains in south central Arkansas. Join me, Randy Cantrell, and some occasional guests as we explore Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Today's show is brought to you by Central Arkansas's favorite radio station, KVRE. Find them on the dial at 92.9 FM. Stream them live, kvre.com. HSV Inside Out is sponsored by Ike Eisenhower State Farm. Ike and his award-winning team have been serving the insurance needs of folks all around Hot Springs Village since 1998. Ike has qualified for State Farm's President's Club, Chairman's Circle, and Hot Springs Village Insurance Agent of the Year. Call Ike Eisenhower State Farm today at 501-984-4100. That's 501-984-4100. Find them online at ikeeisenhower.net. Call them today for all your insurance needs because, like a good neighbor, Ike Eisenhower State Farm is there. Also sponsored by McGraw Realtors, located in the heart of Hot Springs Village, the fastest growing real estate office with over 30 agents and staff. Executive brokers Lori and Ken Henderson, along with realtor and waterfront specialist Rick Marshall, they're eager to share the special features of Hot Springs Village with you. For a complimentary relocation packet, call Ken and Lori at 501-276-3018 or Rick Marshall at 501-601-RICK. They are McGraw Realtors of Hot Springs Village. I'm going to postpone what I was going to publish today because we've had big weather come here inside Hot Springs Village. Today is Thursday, and yesterday, Wednesday afternoon, about 4 o'clock, the weather rolled in. We were told it would hit mid-afternoon, and as forecasted, they were correct. It did. Mostly rain, some thunder. If you were paying attention to the weather across the nation last night, and let me encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Ryan Hall Y'all, like Southern Y'all. Just go to YouTube, type that in the search bar, Ryan Hall Y'all. Subscribe to his channel. There's not one thing in it for me. Just trust me, you'll find it very informative and entertaining. Ryan Hall was a weather presenter on television some years ago. Went over to YouTube. He has some meteorologists. He is not a meteorologist, but he has meteorologists on staff. He is a weather expert, and he's got terrific technology at his fingertips to keep us informed about where storms are, and he covers the whole nation. And when he live streams, when things get severe, you can hear the thunder in the background. Today here, our rain it's been ebb and flow kind of a thing. We were told that we would have between 6 and 10 plus inches of rain between Wednesday afternoon late and Saturday, and that's probably gonna come to fruition. Last night was noisy. It was very a lot of heavy rain, a lot of thunder, so we didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I was tuned to Ryan Hall. I would encourage you to put the YouTube app on your phone so that you can subscribe to Ryan Hall's channel when he's streaming. So when you do go to your safe place, which is an interior room in your home, if you have a basement, get to the lowest level that you can. Put as many walls between you and the exterior walls of your home as you can. You don't want to be in a room with any glass. Ryan Hall last night was even saying, if you've got bicycle helmets or an old football helmet, put those on, because flying debris can be deadly. So you want to take precautions. Probably not a bad idea to think about having kind of a go bag, a bag with flashlights, extra batteries, have a power brick, one of those devices you can plug your phone into, to recharge or to run your phone or your tablet. So that's always smart. The great thing about YouTube and subscribing to Ryan Hall's weather streaming channel is if your power goes out, as long as you've got cell service and you've got a power to your phone, then you should be able to access Ryan's live stream and stay informed about what's going on. The weather experts tell us that there were over 700 tornado warnings across the nation last night, the most they've seen since 2011. In 2011, you may remember that deadly tornado that hit Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and there was loss of life. And about a month later, another storm system hit Joplin, Missouri, and did extensive damage there. So this was a big weather event. Been nearly 15 years since the nation has seen anything quite like last night. At one moment, I remember Ryan Hall, he was on live stream. He live streamed for over 10 hours straight last night. And at one point there was like 24 active tornado warnings that were out. And he said since he'd been doing this, he hadn't seen that many at one time. They were coming fast and furious, and you could tell he and his team they did a great job, but they were having trouble keeping up with it all. The temperatures dropped yesterday when this storm hit. I've been in this part of the country all my life, so I've got enough weather knowledge to be, well, not dangerous, but for it to be kind of laughable, but I know some things. So the warm, moist air from the Gulf hits this cooler air that's coming or from the south, hits this warm or this cooler air from the north, and wherever they collide, that's where these supercell systems, that's a terribly simplified way to look at it, but I'm a simpleton, so there's that. Tomorrow, it is forecasted that from Tyler, Texas, all the way up well past Hot Springs, right here in the middle of Arkansas, kind of going northeasterly, we're going to be in a level 4 zone. Level 4 zone is the worst. It's where there's a high probability for tornado activity. So we're in the smack dab middle of that starting tomorrow afternoon, which is why you're seeing this episode and not the one that I had scheduled. You know, when you got things like this that really preoccupy our minds, we'll just save everything else for another day. Let me say this, because I know there are those of you that are watching, many of you are watching, who you're thinking about Springs Village, and as you're seeing these stories and you're watching this national news, because it is all over the national news, and you're thinking, there's no way I'm going there. You know, I get it. I understand the emotions here in the moment. Hot Springs Village has been around for almost 55 years going on. And to my knowledge, there's not been some massive deadly tornado. We've had some tornadoes come, and yes, they do damage. If the tornado touches the ground and there's anything in its path, it's going to tear it up. And we want to save our life. Possessions and things we can replace. So we want to stay safe. Where we live, I don't have a basement. I don't have a storm shelter. If you have a storm shelter, well, that's the place to be. And if you don't, again, you want to be in the smallest interior room with no windows. You want to have things with you that you need: a fully charged phone, flashlight, extra batteries for the flashlight, again, a USB or what we call a power brick for your phone, just in case. And again, I can't encourage you enough to subscribe to Ryan Hall, y'all, and his YouTube channel. Again, not one thing in it for me. It's just public service. You need to do it. Tap the brakes. Just tap the brakes if you're thinking, man, I'm not about to move. to a place that can be in a level 4 area for tornado activity. The thing about these levels is this is not like a hurricane where if you live on a coastal area, whether you're on the Atlantic side or you're on the Gulf side in that part of the country where these hurricanes hit, you know that you got a high probability depending on where that hurricane hits land. Tornadoes in these supercell systems don't work the same way in that they're not nearly as predictable as all that. And so you had tornado activity up in Illinois and Wisconsin and in some areas that really are not accustomed to this. And so, you could say, well, Springfield, Illinois, ain't no way I'm going to, okay, well, Springfield, Illinois was in the path last night, and some places up north that you don't typically think of being in Tornado Alley. We're here in Tornado Alley, and for us last night was noisy and we had a lot of rain, but the big storms, they were north of us here in Hot Springs Village last night. And then today, it's been just like you see it behind me. It's been a lot of rain, and then it subsides, and then a lot more rain, and then it subsides. Thunder, and then hour goes by and no thunder. Lightning, and then hour or two goes by and no lightning. And so it's been real sporadic like that here all day today. Tomorrow, our temperature dropped probably 10 degrees or more, and we've been mostly in the upper 50s today, where we've been in the upper 70s. Tomorrow, I looked at the forecast before I hit record here, and 77 tomorrow. That probably explains why tomorrow afternoon is going to become potentially more dangerous, because more moist, warm air from the Gulf is going to come, and our temperature is going to go up. And again, where that cooler air meets that warmer air, you get these kinds of systems, and evidently forecasts are that's going to happen right smack dab where we are. So again, it's just, don't make any life decisions based on singular events like this. These things can happen. You talk to people in California who battle these fires and battle earthquakes. You talk to other people who battle hurricanes and other things, and we're not gonna beat Mother Nature. We just have to try to do our best to stay safe and stay on our knees, and Lord willing, we all get through it safely and there's little or no damage. That's our hope and our prayer. So tap the brakes, postpone your decision making, but hey, we're going to show you it all, warts and all. Is this one of the warts of living in this area? It can be. Tornadoes aren't anything to trifle with. I don't love them. I do enjoy thunderstorms. I'm not going to lie to you. I do enjoy seeing lightning. I don't want to be struck by it, and knock on wood, so far I haven't been struck by it. But I like the rain, and I don't mind. I don't mind the weather. Okay, you get to high winds and damaging winds and tornadoes. No, not in love with those. So let me part by saying, if you live in Hot Springs Village and you live anywhere in Tornado Alley, we want to be safe. I can't stress enough that you need to check out Ryan Hall, y'all. And if you don't like him, you don't like his style, and I can't imagine that you wouldn't, but if you don't, then find somebody on YouTube. I understand that you may love your local TV weather guy, but assume you can't get your TV. YouTube's always going to be up and available. And not that you can't stream your local television station, but I'm a big fan. The guy does a great job and is very, very helpful. Think about the go bag. Think about the things that you need to take to your safe space, and don't wait until the last minute. If you're watching Ryan Hall and if they say you need to take cover, and Ryan and his team do a great job in being explicit and saying, listen, run, don't walk, you don't have a bunch of time, get to where you need to get to. And when they say that, listen and obey. Do it, because it might save your life. So I'll update you. We'll do another little video snippet or something, and I'll update everybody. Lord willing, we all get through Friday safely, and Friday night, and we'll see what happens Saturday. The rain is supposed to continue on Saturday, and we'll kind of go from there. Randy Cantrell, hsvinsideout.com. I appreciate you clicking play.
Thanks for watching Hot Springs Village Inside Out. You'll find all our episodes at hotspringsvillageinsideout.com or on YouTube.